Welcome to the Gamescape, everybody. My name is Jarek, and today we are back in Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous. This is episode 136 of our playthrough. And in our previous episode, we made our way back to the Middle City with the intent of meeting up with Shivaro's replacement at the 10,000 Delights. But we ended up making a little side trip back to the flesh markets. I thought I'd remembered seeing a senior guard somewhere in there, which made me think that maybe we were missing something. I didn't find the senior guard again, but we did actually manage to find our way to the Harem of Ardent Dreams regardless. So it was there, and it was just kind of off to one side, and you had to have the camera turned the right way so that the two areas would join up with each other and you could cross over. So we ended up finding that, and we got inside and met up with Valexia. And we were having a conversation with her as Shamira was holding the Court of False Justice, which was an entertainment for the demons that made a mockery of justice by condemning innocent people to death for no real reason. Sela wasn't happy about it, but Valexia didn't bat an eyelash. And at any rate, we did talk a bit about love, something that's foreign to demons. She asked several questions and challenged some of our ideas a bit, but in the end, she still seemed intrigued, so she's invited us to her mansion for a more private setting and more conversations. I suspect this is where she's going to probably try to either convert Valric to be her servant or attack him. But for now, we don't really have a ton of choice but to go along, and we'll deal with that as we get there. After that, as you can see, we've made our way back up here to the door of the 10,000 Lights, and we're ready to go inside and talk to the new proprietor there. I did also notice as I was looking at the journal between episodes that we do need to go back to the Harem of Ardent Dreams again and talk to Shamira. I forgot that we had two things we had to do there, but it's not that big of a deal to go back, and we will do that. But we're right here, so we're going to go ahead and head on into 10,000 Dreams. Let's get it going. Because we have a new proprietor here somewhere. Is it Herax? I don't remember who it was. I don't think it was Herax, but we'll talk to her anyway. Yeah, maybe it was, actually. You're greeted by a succubus whose appearance is striking, to say the least. Her flawless skin, graceful figure, and aristocratic face would have made her a true beauty if not for the terrible fresh scars. A jagged scar runs across her cheek, cutting through her scarlet sensual lips and under her high cheekbone. Her left eye is a gray cataract surrounded by wounds from some caustic substance. The succubus's wings are tattered rags. Nevertheless, she behaves imperiously and with dignity, and those around her treat her with respect. The succubus sounds playful and relaxed. Welcome to the 10,000 Delights. My name is Herax, and I am the new madam here. Thanks to you. You rid us of that insolent upstart Shivaro, sending her after her haughty lover Minago, so you can consider me in your debt, knowing that you will always be welcome here, and my gift will be proof of that. With a graceful movement, the demoness hands you a gold coin. Okay, so we have a coin for the portal now. With this, every arch will recognize you as my favored guest and teleport you here. If you wish to spend the night, have some fun, or restock your supplies, come to me. Don't waste your time on my little crooks. Leaning closer with a confident smile, the demoness whispers sensually, and if you rid us of Shivaro, my gratitude will know no bounds. I think that bitch is hiding somewhere in the lower city. Can you take care of her for me, my love? Just looking at our options here. Want to know more about this place and its owner? You mean the former madam of the 10,000 Delights or the new one? The succubus winks with her working eye. Who are you? To everyone else, I'm the respected madam of the 10,000 Delights, the protector and patron of this palace of pleasures. The strongest who lives here. The one who has earned the right to replace Shivaro on the throne. But you, honey, can just call me Herax. The succubus's smile is both seductive and unsettling. So what happened? Herax lightly waves it off. You mean my scars? Ah, trifle. I'm a succubus. We are all beautiful and charming. We aren't bothered by the odd questions that haunt your kind. What if I'm not attractive? What happens once my beauty fades? This is why we're not as obsessed with our looks as you mortals. Have I ceased to be gorgeous because of a few scars? Flaunting her wounds, the succubus tilts her head back and laughs, a pleasant, rousing sound. I left these scars to serve as a reminder of how I got to where I am. As a reminder for others, that is. Now the smug scum will think twice before challenging my authority. I also have scars, but mine are different. My scars are for memory, and yours are for protection. You hide behind them like a shield. What can you tell me about Shivaro and Minago? Well, at first, we thought those two would tear each other apart. Shivaro was in charge here for a long time, and no one bothered her because everyone knew who she was. Then Baphomet's minion, Minago, showed up. They fought, and oh, how they fought. They started to conspire and plot against one another. They sent assassins. They drew their enemies into proxy war against each other. By the end, they were obsessed. They went from sworn enemies to partners and took over the 10,000 Delights. They started walking around hand in hand, cooing at each other. After that, they rarely tried to kill one another. Okay, I know why it's called 10,000 Delights. I don't need to ask her that. Let's move on. Let's look at what she's got for sale. Indeed, I have several items that were forgotten here by our clientele. Some of the forgotten items Herax is selling are stained with blood, and 2 of the rings bear the characteristic scratches of being cut off a dead body, along with the fingers. All right, so she's got some stuff. Let's get this resorted and price descending. Elven Curved Blade. It's a +3. No, sorry. It's a +4. D10 +4. Plus a D6 electricity. Become blinded for 1 round. Whenever the wielder of this blade lands the first hit in a round, the enemy must pass a will saving throw DC 27 or be blinded for a round. Don't really have anybody who can use it, unfortunately. Soft cut here is a +5 dagger. +5 dagger deals 1 slashing damage instead of a D4 piercing damage. However, when dual wielded along with the deep rip dagger, soft cut activates its additional power. So we have deep rip too. Each time the wielder of this +5 dagger lands a hit with it after hitting the same target with soft cut dagger, the enemy suffers an additional 2d6 plus strength modifier slashing damage. If this weapon deals damage against a prone or paralyzed creature, first time in a round, it deals double the weapon damage. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they're +5 daggers, which is fine. Headband of Reshaping is a Wisdom +6, increases the wearer caster level by 1 when casting Transmutation School spells. That's interesting. The Lizard Tail is a belt, where this belt is if the wearer of this belt is an animal companion or is currently under a polymorph effect, it grants a +3 morale bonus to AC and reflex saving throws. Wearer also gets a +8 circumstance bonus to AC for the first round of every combat. So we could get this for one of the wolves. Or even for Aura. Amulet of Inner Sight grants the wearer immunity against blindness and gaze attacks. That's something, I guess. Rascal's Goggles. +10 competence bonus on perception and trickery. Repelling bracers. Give a +4 bonus to AC against touch attacks, but also suffers a -4 penalty on their own touch attack rolls. If an enemy gets within a 5-foot radius of the wearer, the enemy must make a successful will saving throw or be pushed 5 feet away and become frightened for a round. That seems like something that would be really good for a Ruchelet or Lan to keep things away from her. DC 21 will save isn't that hard for most things to make, though, unfortunately. So it's probably not actually going to come into play too often, not against the things we're up against now. New cloak here. Red Cloak of Resistance +3 makes anyone look good. Grants the wearer a +5 morale bonus on Persuasion. Whenever the enemy confirms a critical hit, lands a sneak attack or an attack of opportunity against the wearer, the enemy must pass a will saving throw or become devastated by hitting such beauty. In this devastated mood, they suffer -2 penalty to attack and damage rolls as well as AC until the end of combat. Huh. Deathly Arousal is a choker. Protects the wearer from losing their head and not only in bed. Once per day, whenever the enemy deals the wearer a killing blow, the choker restores them 50 hit points. It makes all enemies in a 10-foot radius pass a will saving throw 26 or become prone for 1 round. That actually is quite good, I think. Who would use that, I wonder? That would be something good for... maybe for Woljif, who doesn't have very much armor. course, armor at this point doesn't seem to be helping us very much either a lot of the times. I don't know. There's a lot of good stuff here. I don't know if I really want any of it, though. This seems like it's really good. This one seems pretty okay. DC 27 will. I don't know who'd wear it. That's the problem. The repelling bracers. Does she have bracers? She does. What are they? +5 competence bonus on trickery skill checks. When the wearer makes a sneak attack, it deals additional D6 bludgeoning damage. She doesn't make sneak attacks unless she's got her one of her spells going. So we could replace these with these, although like I said, these aren't that great. Because it's only a 21 DC check to push someone away, or 21 DC will saving throw. I don't know how often anything's going to miss that at this point. Most things have +15 will or better. So yeah, maybe we'll just not worry about that. This one might be okay for her though. She's already got goggles. What do they do? These are +10 on perception checks. Yeah, that's okay. I think we're all good here. We want the lizard tail. The wearer gets a +8 circumstance bonus to AC for the first round of every combat, and a +3 morale bonus to AC otherwise, including, actually. What is Aura wearing? She's just got a belt of giant strength +2. A little bit of extra damage. That's 79,000. Yeah, we're not going to bother. I don't think we want that either. Let's just not. Oh, you know what I could have done though? Sold off some stuff. Let's get our selling done here. We don't need those or that. Actually, I do want that. Don't need those. Don't need that. Keep that. Don't need that. Gift of blood. Honestly, I don't need it. I was thinking about giving it to Woljif, but it's not really his thing. We're keeping that. This is just a longsword. That's all normal stuff. We can't use scimitar. Well, we could, I guess, but we're not going to. No need for this. Keeping that. Don't need the whole unholy long spear. These shields I think we're keeping. The breastplate, no, definitely not these. No, definitely not. Keep the rings. We don't need the +2 protection ring. Keep those. We don't need this. Don't need that. Jaws of the Jackal. +2 bonus to natural armor to all evil creatures summoned by the wearer of these gauntlets. We're not summoning much. Let's do that. Circle of Ghostly Pathways. We'll keep. Blue and Charisma. Fast Intelligence +2. We don't really need that. +4 Intelligence we'll keep for now. Don't need that. Probably don't need this. This is a fun idea, but it could cripple us too. Grants us wear a +3 natural armor against post armor class. Oh, it's just natural armor. Don't need. Probably don't need. Definitely don't need. We'll keep. Keep that. Probably don't need that. Definitely don't need that. Let's get rid of the duelist cloak. +3 armor bracers. We don't really need those. Those are +5s. Let's keep the +5s. Eldritch Scholar. +6 braces of armor. Grant +5 competence on magic arcana and use magic devices skill. They're +6 armor. Keep them for now. Keep those. Everything else is good. All right. We did get a couple of shirts, new too, that I haven't looked at yet. Robe of Determination. Whenever the wearer of this robe casts a spell that forces the target to make a fortitude saving throw, the DC of that save is increased by 2. Also grants the wearer +2 bonus on caster level checks to make made to overcome resistance, +4 bonus to concentration checks, and a spell resistance of 18. That's not bad. I'll keep that. Oops, cancel that. They're going to pay us 151 grand for that. That's fine. Good. All right, let's get out of here. Okay, so let's go back to the harem of ardent dreams. Actually, you know what I should have done? I should have just taken the portal. Take the portal there. Because we can get down to the flesh markets quickly this way. Does it have the harem in here too? No. Okay, so let's get over here. Is that right? Yeah, it was down here. Okay. Interesting. I don't see anybody here that we can really talk to. What is that? Oh, there we go. A red-haired, beautiful demon sits majestically on the throne, an aura of bright light blazing around her. It's not the gentle, life-giving light that shines in Galarian. This light blinds, withers, and makes a person burn with fever, draining their strength. And who do we have here? The latest wanderer from another world coming to seek my patronage. Shamira throws a casual glance at Rochelet and raises an eyebrow in surprise. So, the rumors were true. Rochelet, you really are making friends with the mortals now? I must admit, I found it hard to believe such a worthy daughter of the Abyss had fallen so low. Shamira falls silent but receives no answer. Well, not that I really care. I did come here seeking your patronage, actually. Shamira looks you up and down with a contemptuous expression, then answers with a scoff. So what use can you be to me, you foolish little mortal? The most powerful demons serve me. What can your pitiful self offer me that they can't? In your mind, Shamira's voice sounds calmer, though it's still arrogant. In truth, there is one thing you can help me with, Galarian, but the others mustn't know about it. Work for me, and I'll grant you a share of my attention and patronage. No doubt you've already heard of Nahindrian crystals, the objects of astonishing power that grant their owner incredible abilities. Everyone in Elutionera knows they exist, but no one knows what they are or where to get them. No one except for that smug cow Hepzibah. I want you to find out what they are. My advice is to start searching in that pile of refuse known as the Lower City. Ask for Zeophorian, my predecessor, now a beggar. If that pathetic wretch is still alive, he may know something. Now go, and don't bother returning until you have the information I need. Here, take my mark so the arch near my palace will let you in. I don't want you to waste my time waiting while you wind your way back through the streets in my city with valuable information. Your pack becomes a bit heavier as if some new item has appeared inside of it. We have Shamira's gold coin. The hand of the inheritor addresses you, an undercurrent of alarm in his words. I see greed in the eyes of this fiend. She is ready to offer you a deal, and I sense that more than idle interest lies behind it. We both know Nahindrian crystals can make demons immensely powerful. We are pursuing Hepzibah to prevent her from creating and unleashing upon us an army of mythical monsters transformed by these crystals. Yet, if you reveal the secret of the crystals to Shamira, we risk simply trading one enemy for another. Our mission demands that we make concessions, but it does not mean we must blindly obey every demon's request. Weigh each of Shamira's words. Remember how cunning she is, and do not let her turn you into a tool she can use to commit atrocities. Armor your heart and do only what you must, not what she, with all her promises and charms, will try to convince you to do. And be prepared to find a knife in your back at any moment. Okay, so you and Hepsamira aren't friends? In your mind, Shamira's voice answers with an arrogant scoff. Be friends with that miserable cow? Of course not. I'm courting her to learn her secrets, but it's a constant struggle not to put her in her place. Baphomet's minions are far too bold here in Elutionera. Tell me about these crystals you're so interested in. You haven't heard of Nahindrian crystals? Ha! Are all Galarians so stupid and unobservant? They are purple crystals. Possessing them grants immense power. Unfortunately, only high-ranking servants of Baphomet know where to find them and how to use them. They use the crystals to gain tremendous power, and now they strut around Elutionera like they own the place. Okay, what's Zephyrian know? When I first heard about the crystals, it reminded me of the last days of Zephyrian's rule. He was Nocticula's right hand before me. He was plotting a coup, and I was spying on him to turn him into Nocticula and take his position. I remember that he was trying to get his hands on a purple crystal of some kind, and that he eventually succeeded. I didn't pay much attention at the time, but the current situation makes me think perhaps it wasn't a Hindrian crystal that he was after? If so, Zephyrian might know something about them. Okay, well, where should I look for him? There's a note of disgust in Shamira's voice. In the depths. If he's still alive, the gravity of Nocticula's punishment would have dragged him to the very bottom of Elutionera. Dig through the garbage, talk to the vagrants and beggars. You surely don't expect me to do it, do you? Okay, fine. Why choose me, though? Shamira answers with an exasperated sigh. Because you are neither a demon nor a resident of Elutionera. You are a wild card, an insignificant Galarian. No one is interested in your exploits, and you will not draw any unnecessary attention. You are not bound in service to any demon, and therefore, if you dig up any information, you will bring it to the one who will pay you the most for it. That is to say, me. You won't run to your master because you don't have one, at least not here in the Abyss. If I gave this task to one of my servants, I could be sure of only one thing, that they would sell the information about my interest to my enemies, and then, if they learned anything about the crystal, they would use this information to benefit themselves instead of bringing it to me. Okay, got it. Good, wonderful, because this conversation is beginning to bore me. Do we want to show her the knife? That's an interesting thing. I don't know if she can use the knife as a crystal itself, but the knife is definitely a Nahindrian crystal. We found that out a long time ago. Is there anything else we can ask? Let's ask her about Hepsamira. I've seen you with Hepsamira at the flesh markets. Tell me about her. Hepsamira is an honored guest here in Elutionera. I'm not going to discuss her with every stranger I meet. In your mind, Shamira's voice sounds nervous and angry. Don't you use your brain at all, Galarian, to ask such foolish questions? You can't show any open interest in that horned scum. Did I somehow fail to convey that the most important requirement of the task entrusted to you is discretion? With a dark sigh, Shamira starts to speak in a patronizing tone. Hepsamira is no mere offshoot of Baphomet's line, but a Nephilim, his own daughter. Considering how fertile that old goat is, this might not sound very impressive, but she is the most powerful and capable of all of Baphomet's children. To attract her father's attention, she sacrificed her 5 elder brothers, and then, to earn his approval, her own mother. Baphomet generously shared his power and knowledge with her. He even gave her command of his favorite toy, the Templars of the Ivory Labyrinth. Moreover, he entrusted her with the secret mission directly linked with the Nahindrian crystals. After that, the cloven-hooked wit became insufferably arrogant. I could barely refrain from ripping her head off. Be extremely careful during your investigation. Hepsamira is strong, cunning, and cautious to the verge of paranoia. If she catches the merest whiff of your interest, she'll immediately eliminate you, and you'd better pray to your gods that not even your shadow points toward my harem and hints at my involvement. Okay, tell me about Nocticula. Let's just go. We can ask her that later. Let's show her the knife. The words of the hand inheritor sternly inside your mind. This blade served you well in your fight against the corruption of the tainted wardstone. It has proven that its plain appearance does not match the power hiding within. If Shamira sees its power, she will desire it. Is it wise to tease her appetite with a toy with her greed? Yeah, no, probably not. I gotta go. Go now and come back when you have something useful. My time is precious, and I can't waste it on every mortal who fancies a chat. Okay. So, there is a portal here somewhere. Although it's not obvious where. Probably it's outside. Oh, yep, here it is over here. To the lower city. That would be the Bad Luck Tavern. Okay, so it seemed like there was somebody in here we might talk. Oh, we did talk to, let's see if Burgaz has anything. Bed, booze, or bargain? What brings you here? Let's not ask him. Actually, that's probably not a good idea. Let's see if we can find him ourselves first. If not, we'll come back. Let's make sure he's not in here somewhere. Nope, doesn't seem like it. She mentioned the depths, which was over here. I don't know if that was... Why is it so cold here? I want to go home to the plane of fire. Without any flames around, I feel so cranky. I want to kill someone. Oh, you're gonna try against us? Perhaps if I kill you and bathe in your hot blood, it'll warm me up?
We are the light. They are the darkness.
I don't think this is going to work out so great for you, my friend. 278 health. He's pretty tough, but I think we can take him.
I will resist.
No, of course not. Hold person is such a useless spell in this particular game. Oh, he's got a buddy. Got a couple of buddies.
The inheritor, guide my blade.
Cover me, all right?
Prepare yourself.
I'll remove this obstacle.
Oh, that wasn't what I wanted to do. Ooh.
The light, take you.
Boy, she does a lot of damage. Okay, we'll take those spears. Nadals, the abyssal realm Nocticu can be found in the Ishtir, the great ocean of the abyss. Okay, so that's not what we're looking for necessarily. Oh. Well, well, what a sweet little bird. We're going to eat you up. You pathetic low lives. Don't you recognize me? I'm Shivaro, Madam of the 10,000 Delights. Damn it, forgive us, mistress. Please don't kill us. Have mercy. You! Because of you, I lost everything, and now I have to deal with this scum. Now I shall settle the score. I will spare anyone who helps me kill this mortal. Anybody fail that? Rushley did. Nenio did. Woljif, Sela. It's not good. Although Aura's still mobile, so I don't know quite what's up with that. Let's just work on Shivaro. Okay, we're gonna rip one of these through there.
Into the fray!
All right, Woljif, why don't you haste everybody up real quick? Okay, Rushley's good.
Desna, guide my hand!
See if we can knock down some of these mirror images, I guess. No. Okay, Ember. Let's have a saving throw. She's plus 30 will, plus 32 reflex, plus 34 fortitude. Never mind, that's not going to work. Let's have an armor class penalty on the Incubus Butcher. Okay, Aura's down. Poor Aura.
Stabby or Zappy? Why not both?
Make your peace.
Okay, Ember. She's AC 49, flat-footed 40, touches 31. Give her minus armor class. And a cackle. Valric, I don't know if he can hit that or not. Let's see about turning off Okay, he doesn't have power attack on, so. Well, he hit. Ooh. Wow, she just put Valric down. Holy mackerel. All right. Well, do we have we do have a scroll of true sight communal. But Woljif can't read it. So Woljif probably should. Does she have true sight? No, doesn't look like it.
Distract them from me.
Okay, Nenio has the true sight ability, the scroll. She can read it. That's not her. Oh, tell me she got in that. Oh, she didn't get in that, did she? She was back too far. Okay, what can we do? Turn this off, turn that off, turn that on. She's gonna have to step up here to hit that, isn't she? Yeah, that's all right.
I will resist.
She needs 10s, that's not bad. All right, Ember, let her rip. Okay. Don't quite understand that. True seeing. Why is oh, she's got it. How did she miss? I wonder. Mark of justice on her.
The light take you.
Jeez, Sila's down to 1 health.
Time to share your treasures.
Not a single hit there. Okay, Nenio. Everybody's hasted who can be hasted.
Nice try. Didn't work though.
Okay, that isn't going to work. Try just Is there any chance this would work? No, not really, because her pluses are better than Nenio's difficulty. Let's do a heroism, I suppose. We'll just got the best damage output at this point.
Prepare yourself.
Okay, Ember. Do we light her up again? Or do we do a curse and get her armor class down a bit? Let's curse her. And a cackle.
Into the fray!
This will leave a bruise.
Cover me, all right?
Couple of hits there. Okay, her reflex is plus 30. Will's plus 28, fortitude plus 27 to get 31. So yeah, and there's no way that she's gonna miss one of those.
Desna, guide my hand.
Now we're talking. Ember, let's cackle again. And let's hit her with these.
No glory without risk!
Got it. 9 attacks here.
Stab you or zap you.
Never
Why not
mind,
both?
got her. Okay, she's got a ring. Interesting. Take everything. We'll sort it all out later. All right, let's get everybody healed back up
This
here.
war must end.
A bright future
Soot
awaits
is
us.
restless. I wonder why.
Use a few of these healing spells. That's good enough. All right, well, that's that. Still looking for Zia 4. Doubt he's down here, but yeah. Okay. Got another group that wants to try us here. Let's his armor class? 37. Decent. This guy's
Make
easier to
your
hit.
peace.
Alright, Amber. You're going to do a little armor class penalty on this guy here.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
Anyhow, you're going to try these on his buddy. Nice.
I will resist.
We'll use a light. Give him a little shot there. Uh-oh. Wow, this got a lot worse. Well, we got his buddy. Now we just need to take care of these guys. Let's get the... hard to say what's our best choice here.
Into the fray.
More attacks, I guess, is our best choice. Okay, Ninio, let's see if you can chuck another one of those out there. Let's see if we can get the Brimarack. I guess that's probably a kill. This might be too. What do his saves look like? He's only plus 10 and plus 12 to get 31. This will kill him for sure.
Mind over muscle.
Oh, well, okay. That's not what I wanted. Fine.
Distract them from me.
Prepare yourself.
The light take you.
Okay, Ninio, let's try this again. This time select the spell.
Time to share your treasures.
Let's turn off point blank. Let's let her have it from where we're standing.
Guide my hand.
We can try a phantasmal killer on her. It's probably not going to work, but actually we could try this on her. No, she made her will saving throw. She needed 7s.
All right.
Is he down? No. Where is he?
You're
Okay.
a good person.
Together
I like
we
you.
stand.
We have a bless. Yes. All right. Pretty much everyone's in decent shape. She could throw
Rely on
one
me.
of her healing things out here. That's fine. And
We'll
then
make
Amber can
things right.
finish healing Nenio up here a little bit. And done. All right. So there's that. We still don't see the Zeophore, the guy that we're looking for. Well, let's go ask the bartender. See if she knows him. She does not. Zephorian. Ah, maybe I do, maybe I don't. It's not my place to gossip with customers. I am an innkeeper, not a spy, so buy yourself something to drink and stop wasting my time. I've got a special liquor you should try. A true rarity, 100,000 gold. Ooh. I mean, we have it, but that's expensive. You better tell us where it is. Oh my goodness, 100,000 gold. Okay. Well, we're gonna do it because we've got the money. The liquor is revolting, savoring of rotten meat and mold, but the aftertaste is surprisingly tart and pleasant. The demon gives you a short, creaky laugh as if a swarm of crickets had awakened in his lungs. Zephorian, eh? Hardly anyone remembers that name. He was an ambitious son of a bitch, sharp and tenacious, but he was hasty in his attempts to overthrow Nocticula. And Our Lady in Shadow remembers all too well how she was underestimated by the demon Lord Variavax. Okay, one more try. Variavaxis. So she dealt with Zephorian before he could stab her in the back. She ruined him completely. Well, when that lump of bleeding flesh opened his eyes and moaned, we were shocked it was still alive and breathed. On that day, Zephorian's name was relegated to Illusioneer's past and forgotten, but I've seen him once or twice among the beggars. He sits at the threshold of the Battle Bliss arena, begging for gold. No one recognizes him. Nocticula didn't just break his body, but his spirit. So far as I know, he has never tried to take his vengeance on her, and he has had plenty of reasons to want revenge. Oh, yes. All right. To Battle Bliss. And then, I think once we talk to Zephorian, we might... head back to the Nexus. Aha! The vagrant is repulsive even by the standards of the Abyss. His lumpy, scarred face makes you think he was put through a meat grinder, then shaped back into a semblance of his former body and left to live out his life. His tall and once impressive figure has been shattered. His arms are covered in protruding lumps of unset bones that were left to heal improperly. The beggar, clad in many layers of dirty, smelly rags, onto which hundreds of keys are sewn, from a tiny toy box keys to a giant cast iron key that bows the demon's neck almost to the ground. So you're looking for Zephorian. He's long dead, but that doesn't seem to be stopping you. Well, so what do you want with the dead man? Zephorian, the master of lies and trickery. I remember fighting him. What do you know about Nahindrian crystals? Well, there's a tale told in Lucianera, a tale about crystals that grant immense power. But what exactly are they, and from where do they draw this power? No one seems to know. I've seen something like it only once before. I found the first crystal on the Isle of Basglar, and it seemed useless to me. It contained a great deal of power, but it was of no use whatsoever. I meant to give it to my patron, as he would have found a way to use it, but I never had the chance. Some feeble mortal mage managed to steal the crystal from me. He locked himself in a tower, examined the crystal, studied it, and managed to find some use for it. But he was under Nocticula's protection, so I never tried to hunt him down. The demon grins unpleasantly. I bet you're thinking I'm just going to tell you the name you seek, and then you can rush off and have a chat with that mage. Not a chance. The mage wasn't a demon. He was a mortal who served Nocticula's arcane needs back in the day. Kicked the bucket a long time ago. All that's left of him is the tower in the upper city, locked and protected by magic. Many have tried to get inside in the hopes of stealing something of value, but their remains rotted long ago. No use talking about them now. Ah, but you're curious now. You'd like to have a poke around that tower, wouldn't you? Perhaps you could find something of use in there, yes? Zephorian gives you a mocking grin, then sighs and takes a single key from his rags, handing it to you with a sweeping gesture. Take it while I'm still feeling generous. This will open the way into the tower. When I ruled Lucianera, I made sure I had a key for every hideout and tucked away nook in the city. You never know when they might come in handy. Here, take this and get lost. No one will throw me a coin with you hanging around. You're take a closer look at the demon. Okay, succeeded perception check. Something spiteful and vicious lurks in the depths of this beggar's eyes. He looks like a predator waiting in ambush, or rather a scavenger waiting impatiently for his prey's agony to finally end so he can enjoy his meal. Whatever his motives, this demon obviously does not wish you well and is already counting down the minutes to your imminent demise. I remember. I have heard of this place. It's a tower supposedly filled with treasures left after the death of an ancient mage. But no one could prove there's any truth to these rumors because not one of the daring adventurers who managed to get in ever returned. The place is a death trap. Zephorian is probably just toying with us. He's pretending to be helpful, only to send us to certain death. You're lying to me. The demon's ugly maw breaks into a malicious grin. You'll probably die there, or maybe you won't, and you'll find out what Shamira wants. It was Shamira who sent you, right? She was the one who turned me into Nocticula back in the day, and now she wants to topple her mistress and take her place, just as I once tried to. That's why she wants those crappy crystals so much. So be it, I say. Whoever loses this fight, I'll be the winner, and I'll savor the outcome. You, Shamira, Nocticula, may all drop dead, tear out each other's throats, and strangle each other with your own intestines. You're all scum, and I'll piss on your corpses as they float by on an ocean of your blood. Share your knowledge. I know a lot about Lucianera, and now its current ruler too. Trust me, staying in power in this city wasn't easy. What would you like to know? Nothing really. With a malicious grin, the incubus croaks hoarsely as you leave. Enjoy your walk around Lucianera. Alright, so we've got mission into a death trap. This guy will be here. We can come back if we need to. Let's head back to the Nexus. Alright guys, and that's going to do it for this episode. I'm going to go ahead and rest up the party between episodes here, and probably get another one of those true scene scrolls built, and we will probably pick up right here afterwards, and we'll probably head up to the tower and see if we can get through this supposed death trap. But in order to do that, I need everybody in their tip-top form and everybody with their last stands available, so that's what we're going to do. But that's going to do it for this episode. So I really hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, do me a big favor, hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.